Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry it's bright out today, so we're going to do this. Little bit of a vlog update and a rant about alcohol, and then we're going to work on the van. So that's kind of what you're in for today. Welcome back if you've been here before. If you're new here, well, I'm so happy to be talking to you today. Like and subscribe, please. You do me a huge favor if you do. Yesterday was a bad day. My back blew out so badly. It was work for 15 minutes, sit down for 15 minutes. Work for 15 minutes, sit down for 15 minutes. You kind of get the pattern here. I need to start going to physio and whatnot to get this addressed with. It's called lumbar spondylosis. It's just a compression of the discs in your lower back. What happens is when it goes, it pulls on my hip is the only way I can put it. I feel it in my hip. It hurts like a son of a gun. Do not like it. Really, really impacts my ability to get stuff done. Normally I go to the YMCA, and Monday to Friday night after 7:30 it's their off-peak hours, so it's cheaper. I didn't want to wait until 7:30, so I just shot down to the local rec center and hit the hot tub there. Good news, my back feels much better today. I am mobile. Yay. Bad news, going to the rec center on a Friday night was stupid. Hyperactive children and, the teenagers. I mean, nothing against them. They're just being teenagers and children. But it was not what I needed. So I got out of there and I picked up some beer. Because, hey, why not? Helps you sleep, right? I had 2.5. My stress was so high that it did not help. Did not help at all. In fact, I don't think alcohol actually helps. I think that's an illusion. That's just something we've been told. What I do know is I slept really, really badly. I was clenching. I do that when I'm stressed. I was clenching so bad, I woke up with a splitting headache. My jaw hurt, back of my neck, all across my head here. Just, I felt horrible. I think the alcohol may have, even though it wasn't very much, but I think it did have a psychoactive effect. It magnified it, made it worse. And a thought that's been in my head, I've never been a heavy drinker, but the thought in my head right now is, why? What does it actually do for me? And the answer is nothing. Really nothing. If I overdo it, which I did, I drank a lot of beer over COVID because I was bored. I gained 40 pounds, 30 pounds, 30 pounds. I hit 200 pounds, all of which was around my middle. I would have liked it better if it was across the shoulders and you go, yeah, baby. But no, that just doesn't, that's not the way it works. So the thought in my head, I've got 3 in the van still, and I am 80% the way to deciding that I'm just going to pour them out. I don't want them. I don't want scotch, and believe me, I like scotch. Scotch is one of the few alcoholic beverages I do like. I see no reason to continue drinking, so I think that's just going to go the way of the dodo. Sorry, I'm trying, but oh my golly, it's bright. So that's that. That's my vlog. That's my rant. Now, on to the business of the day, and that would be the van I'm leaning up against. As you can see, it's a little bit of a disaster in there right now. I went to storage this morning. I got that piece of wood. I got a bunch of tools and stuff underneath. The plan is, I don't like the fridge there, and I don't like the cubes there. The cubes, the bottom 3 are virtually useless to me. 100% useless. Because I can barely access them. I've got clothing in those bottom 2 there, and it's basically a case of, I think I want to wear the blue shirt today. Pull the blue shirt out. Nope, that's not the blue shirt. Pull another shirt. No, that's not. Pull something out. How the heck did that get there? That's my morning when I'm trying to figure out what I want to wear. Now, if you've been around for any length of time on the channel, you'll know that my end goal, my future plans, involve upgrading Prissy to a bus. That is still part of the plan, 100%. But I've stuck a pin in it for now, and I'll tell you why. I've run across a couple of YouTubers who have done some incredible things in this kind of space. And it got my imagination going. Like, wow, I wanna. You have no idea how much I wanna. Oh, I want to build the van out. I really, really, really want to build the van out. I have ideas. So, while I am rearranging that mess, I'm also going to remove the interior trim panels from the back and see what's behind there. Start devising some plans. I'm going to start it now so that I can see what I'm working with. And then if I can do what I want to do, it's going to be freaking awesome. The most badass minivan ever. But for now, let's clean the girl out and get ready for teardown. There's a section right here. That is the black hole. The amount of crap I'm pulling out of there is ridiculous. I pulled out a lot of bottles, more than I thought, to tell the truth. In my thinking, I got to figure out a better way to organize that mess, because I have a feeling that that is its official designation. Well, maybe not. Actually, maybe not. The diesel heater is going to go in there. Okay, that's its designated spot. And I'm thinking I want the fuel tank here. Okay, so that space, I don't know. Darn, it's bigger than I thought, and it's about to get a lot bigger because this is coming out. I don't know if this part's coming out because I'm looking at a seam here. I don't know. This is going to be interesting, but that's part of the plan today. This and this is coming out. I want to see what's behind there. I know there's a heater core of some kind for the rear heating back there. So the bed and everything in the black hole and everything back that was down there is out and gone. The next step now is to deal with that mess. But it's looking good already. I'm headed there. We're headed there. As you can see, empty. Forgot it was there because I can't get at it. Clothes, which when you're reaching blind like I was describing, that's what your drawer looks like. Okay, so as you can see, I've emptied everything out. All that's left is the fridge, the power station, and the garbage can. First of all, if you think your van or your vehicle is clean, you're wrong. The only bits that are clean are the bits you can actually see. So, as it happens, in order to take out the panel that was there, I had to first remove that panel that was there. And in order to do that, I had to kind of start to take the top out. Look at that. Space, no space. And I will say right now, that was not one panel. That was 1, 2, 3 separate pieces, plus the piece that went up here. I had to take this off as well. The other thing I want to mention here is I had it in the back of my head that I wasn't sure if I really wanted to commit to deleting everything and doing a full-on build, no matter how excited I was about this awesome idea I have. There's that part of me that says, but what if it's not an awesome idea? Well, it's too late now. Apparently the panel tool that I needed to safely and properly remove the inside trim is not in any of the toolboxes that I brought with me. They're in storage somewhere, keyword being somewhere. So there was a little bit of destruction involved, and we are definitely in the burnt bridge territory. This is a no return situation, so I'm all in. Oh my God. See, even the wind agrees. So that's the other side done. It was actually a little bit easier, but no less destructive. That thing is bigger than I thought it would be. I have to take it to a mechanic to have it removed. This is the heater core for the heating for the back of the van. And the reason I have to take it for a mechanic is because of those two pipes right there. They run straight off the engine coolant, so I can't just cut them. I'll lose all my coolant and crater the whole van. Moving forward, what I want to do is when I install the diesel heater down here, I want the output to go into this big space here, because that goes to those, which are the rear ceiling heat vents for the whole back of the van. That, I think, would be the best idea. So for now, it's a matter of cleanup, reassemble, and start scheming, I think. That took a little longer than expected. It's getting very, very warm, I'll tell you. But here's where we are. I'm just putting it back together now. Let's take a look. So the fridge is there. The cubes are there. I got to rearrange because I want the clothes under here. And I want all my kitchen stuff in here. So I've got the bookshelf and I've just got some dollar store bins in there to see how it works. Moving down the line, I'm going to build a shelf over top and behind like this. Probably not too much behind because clearly as soon as I put the mattress on, that'll be just useless. But that far, and that's the plan. One little technical detail here, this. If you install one of these compressor-driven fridges in a tight space, you have to make sure that these vents here have adequate airflow. They recommend about 4 inches. And my concern was once I'm in bed and I'm moving and I'm tossing and turning, my blankets are going to fall down and block this. And that's going to really shorten the life of the thing. So this is a magazine rack. I actually found this at Dollarama. Don't remember what I paid. No, yeah, $4.75. Just put it like that. And now my blankets may get up on top and even come down here some, but the airflow will still be there. It'll be able to come out underneath, blah, blah, blah. No risk of damaging the compressor or the fridge. This works. I'm going to finish putting this thing together for now. Live with it. And as I said before, continue scheming and planning. No? Okay. Well, that's it for today. That took longer than I expected. I really, really, really want to pull the headliner off and get that heater core out. If you have any thoughts or ideas on what I can do to really maximize and make the most of this living space, by all means, please leave something in the comments. Like that would be helpful, because while I do have a lot of imagination and very creative, I am not the be-all and end-all of super geniuses. Nowhere near. So your input is valued. Leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see the rest of the build or anything else that I may get up to, please like and subscribe. I am the real Marc Paul. You can call me Mark. Let's continue our journey. Bye.